and welcome back to another HGC ARK live stream. This is my third attempt. I went back through the two previous live streams of me trying to kill the Gamma King Titan and analyzed what I did wrong, and I also analyzed kind of the battle flow of what actually happens during the fight, and I think I've gotten it down now. Bred Gigas all night and all day. That's why I had to set back the time for the live stream tonight. Just getting everything ready to go. So let's get into it here. All right, so here we are again. This time I'm not gonna use any Argents. I'm just gonna go straight for just the 4 Gigas I have here. If you're interested in what my game settings are, just a quick disclaimer, this is not official. But I think that the strategy here should still work, even if you're playing on official. I think maybe you would just need more Gigas to equal the damage output I'm doing. I'm also not sure, but I think that the Gamma King Titan did scale with the Maxwell Dino level cap. So I don't think that anything too crazy is going on here. The Argent that I'll be using tonight is bred for speed. I pumped a bunch of points of speed into it so I can get around the battlefield pretty quickly. And I also pumped it with some health. All the Gigas I'm using are the top of the line for the most part. Their parents were, one of them was not very perfect, the other one was level 290 out of 300. The other one was 200, but I scaled them up through breeding until I started breeding about level 430 Gigas. So I'm just getting my Argents out of there. If you have any questions or concerns or anything like that, please feel free to let me know in chat or in the comments section if you're watching this as a recording later. Otherwise, let's just get into it. I hope we can nail it this time so we can just move on. Alright. Here goes nothing. And hopefully this works just fine, you know. I don't know. I don't know if that can actually hit me yet. Okay, so I'm gonna tell my Gigas to attack its leg, because for some reason I think in the previous live streams I was telling it to like attack at its body, but I noticed that, oh yeah, I'm doing tons of damage in the upper left hand corner. And then the battle flow, okay, so we just went down. I'm gonna whistle my Gigas passive, because I don't want them to continue doing damage right now. Okay, and I brought health potions in case that happens. Alright, so Gigas are under control. We're gonna go take care of this element vein. And then what's really interesting is after I clear out this element vein, if you watch the 2 previous live streams, my dinos will go flying. But I'm gonna show you how to circumvent that. And that's gonna be the same for if you're playing official or if you're playing, you know, any other type of setting. So again, you know, this should be helpful to see. Yeah, and the only thing I pumped my Gigas with is just melee damage, so they're outputting an absolute ton of damage. And they all have Ascendant saddles, so that's worth mentioning too. Okay, so that was wave 1. So ideally, yeah, so this is pretty ideal. So just kind of a foreshadowing of what's going to happen. There's going to be one more wave after this, and I want to keep a really close eye on the King Titan while I do that last wave. Because as soon as he starts standing up, I want to try to get my Gigas against the wall. So I'm going to try to get all of my Gigas kind of close to this wall probably. Because you'll see why. Whatever wall you choose, you do not want it to be close to the Gamma King Titan. And you'll kind of see why as well here in a second. This wall right here would work too. Okay, so this should be the final round for the element vein. And I'm actually going to try to be kind of careful, not kill them all. Right now the Gamma King Titan is healing, but not a ton. Like, you can kind of take your time here. You know, just make sure that you're doing everything cool. Alright, so as you can see, I'm almost done with this wave. So I'm going to bring the dinos that I have and put them against the wall and make sure that they're on passive. And they might get hit by one of those meteors, but it's not going to do a ton of damage, or it shouldn't anyway. I wouldn't recommend coming in here with anything less than a Mastercraft saddles. Okay. So I'm going to let this Giga finish off everything. And then try to get this Giga back into this corner as well before the King Titan slams. Well, that was really strange. Sorry about that, you guys. My OBS crashed, but I was able to pause my game, so you didn't miss anything. So we just finished the element vein, and what's happening is the King Titan is standing up. I got all my Gigas against a wall, and then, you know, I'll just edit this later. So it's just one continuous video. Anyway, I'm gonna hit resume here, and you'll see what happens. Yep, so the King Titan just smashed into the ground once that element vein was cleared. And all my Gigas would have went flying off the side of this arena, most likely, if I hadn't put them against a wall. So that's very important to note. Alright, so I'm going to get them all to follow me again. I can go ahead and turn them on aggressive. And, you know, take your time with this fight. You know, not that I should be giving any walkthrough lessons, but I learned a ton just by analyzing my previous 2 live streams. Okay, we got everybody. So we're going to attack the King Titan again. And one good thing to know is kind of by its leg, by its haunches, it can't really attack you, and it kind of confuses it. So like right here I can get kind of close and tell my Gigas to attack. And remember, I'm targeting the leg. It seems like the leg is kind of a good hitbox zone to tell your Gigas to attack. And on the PC, that's the period button, or the period key. Yeah, so I'm doing okay. Haven't lost any Gigas yet. I haven't taken any damage personally. Again, if you're going to be playing this on official, you may need more Gigas than what I have, just to do the same amount of damage. Okay, so just like last time, we want to get down here and we want to whistle and passive. We don't want the Gigas continually doing damage right now. So just whistle and passive. I'm going to get them somewhere safe. Or actually, not somewhere safe, but get them over to the element vein. If you were to keep attacking the King Titan right now, you would still do damage, but what would happen is the King Titan would stand up and slam the ground and kill everything around it. So, welcome back to chat, guys. Sorry about that. I paused the game, so you didn't. If you want to go back, you can see what happened. So you didn't miss anything. My OBS crashed for some reason, which has never done that before. So that was interesting. Alright, so this is second element vein. We're going to do the same thing we did like last time and clear it out. And then before we clear out that third wave, try to get all my Gigas except for one against a wall so they don't get smashed out of the arena. Okay, so that was wave 1. Yeah, you can kind of fly up to that center element node and look to make sure what you know what wave it is. I think I'm actually going to be able to do it this time, you guys. Finally complete this fight and have a strategy for future fights as well. You know, hopefully it won't be too long before I can do the beta. I'm going to have to run the Forest Titan and the Desert and Ice Titan again before that happens. So this one's kind of tricky. So I don't know if my Gigas would take damage. I don't know. I don't think this is too close. I think this is far away enough, so I'm going to line up my Gigas right against this wall before we kill all of these dinos in this wave. Yeah, so I'm going to whistle and passive right now. Get them over here so that they're safe. Hopefully. I think they're far enough away from the King Titan to be safe. Alright, and then we're going to take one. Bring them back over here. And finish off the enemies here. And then once I see I'm keeping an eye on the King Titan to make sure that as soon as he starts standing up, that I try to get my Giga back over here with the other Gigas. Yeah, the damage that they take from those meteors is nothing compared to what you would take if you kept on trying to attack the King Titan right now. Okay, I think that looks like the last one. Let's take a look. Yep, he's standing up. So we're trying to get this last Giga over here before he slams the ground. Yep. Yeah. So as you can see, if my Gigas were like over there, they would have gotten blown right off the side. Okay, I'm gonna whistle my Gigas to come with me. They should still be on passive. Whoa! Oh, that was a close one. Alright, so I'm gonna try to get by its haunch. Close enough where I can target it. Alright. Hopefully the Giga's got the message. And this should finish off the fight, I would think. Yeah, I'm taking damage because I flew over that impact area. My Gigas are dealing with those corrupted dinos as well as the King Titan right now. But I think this is this should be the last little part of the fight. Oh, shoot. Okay. So when this happens... Whoa, okay, so you can kill him. If you can hurry, you can kill him while he's got that charged up punch going on. If not, I'll show you what you can do to avoid everything in the area dying. Because that attack does a ton of damage. Okay, let's see what we got here. Shield. Nice. Oh, I was hoping for maybe another mod, but that's okay. So you don't have forever to take items out of there, so it's a good idea to try to hurry. But, yes! Finally did it, you guys. And you know, like, I actually came into this one feeling pretty confident after watching the last couple live streams. I mean, this is my third try, you know? The first try I didn't know anything. The second try I knew a little bit more. And then with both of those videos, about an hour long of footage, I was able to kind of come up with what you just saw, which was, I think, a pretty decent plan. And again, you know, I think that you should be able to do that on official. you should be able to. Again, you'll probably need more Gigas. It'll probably take you quite a while to breed them and get the saddles for them. Yeah. I don't know, I probably got 175 hours in Extinction right now, somewhere around that. So I've spent a good deal of time getting to this point, and I finally just beat the Gamma Titan, so... let's just go ahead and put this trophy right back into the pedestal. That way we don't lose it. Alright, next is Beta, which is the blue one here. Well, really, next I have to go kill the other Titans, the Forest, Desert, and Ice Titan. And then we can do the King Titan, the Beta one, so that is just awesome, you guys. Yeah. Finally. So, that's it for tonight. If anybody has any questions or anything like that in chat, please feel free and shoot them at me here while I blabber on for the next 5 minutes or so. Gosh, that was a short live stream. But I guess there's not much else to go over. So, just a quick recap here. Oh, 1 second. There we go. So just a quick recap. I had 4 Gigas. They were all bred really selectively, and I took a lot of time to breed them for health and damage. The Argent was highly bred, and then I dumped a bunch of points into speed and health on the Argent. So when you start off the battle, I already had the Gigas in the middle of the battle arena where the King Titan spawns. I flew over there as soon as I activated the pedestal. I flew straight into the middle, told my Gigas, follow me, and then I looked at the King Titan's leg and hit period, telling my Gigas to attack the King Titan. And then my Gigas did a shitload of damage really fast. And then the King Titan kind of knelt down like he was in pain. So I went in, I told my Gigas to go passive, stop doing damage to him. We went and took care of the Element Vein. There's 3 waves of the Element Vein. On the last wave, take whatever ground force you have, or even your flyers, and put them against a wall before you finish the last wave. And then, you know, go finish off the last couple corrupted dinos in that last wave of the Element Vein. And then once you do that, the King Titan will stand up, slam the ground, and around it will be a huge burst of energy. And if your dinos aren't with their back against a wall, they'll go flying out of the arena. Rinse and repeat. You'll have a second Element Vein to do after that. And then one thing you didn't get to see, which was right at the end of the live stream, was the King Titan was, it looked like he was in that pain mode before an Element Vein where he was kind of kneeling there, but he had his fist up in the air and this purple stuff coming out of it. Now, it takes about 1.5 minutes or something like that for him to actually like punch the ground with it. If he does that, like everything in rendering distance will die. I think that what you can do if that happens is, while he's got his purple fist up in the air, just leave everything. Leave everything, hop on a bird, and get the hell out of there. So you can see the King Titan de-render in the distance. And then just stay out of distance so the King Titan's not even rendered at all for, I don't know, 3 to 5 minutes. You know, the longer the safer. And then when you go back in and the King Titan re-renders, he'll have been done with his punch. He won't have done any damage to any of your tame dinos, and you can just continue the fight from there. I wish I could have shown that. I'll probably make a recording, actually like a walkthrough for what I know. And if anybody wants to double check my work here on official, I would recommend, if you're going to try this strategy on official, just take 1 Giga in and see how much the King Titan is going to, how much the King Titan will do damage, like how much damage it will do to your Gigas. Because you don't want to start off the battle with all of your Gigas and all your saddles sitting in the middle, just for the King Titan to smash them all in a couple of hits. So just try 1 Giga with at least a Mastercraft saddle, pumped full of melee damage. see how much damage the King Titan does. If it starts doing too much damage, get your Giga out of there and recoup. You know, just relax. You know, the fight isn't going anywhere. The King Titan won't follow you out of the arena. Just take your time and test it, you know, for whatever settings you have.